In downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Houston Texans. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Lawrence going to get this to Etienne. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Lawrence running right on the option. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
On 2nd and goal, Lawrence. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. With Fournette there as he'll push this forward for about 4 on 1st down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They look to throw. It's Locke. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38 to throw in his lock. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he caught it up, and the Jags grab it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On second down, Etienne once more. And he'll take it down shy of 45 at the 46.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Arnold. That catch good for only a couple.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 37. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Trying for the tight end. Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Here's Locke to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. A little surprise here on 3rd and 1. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Locke to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Second and 10. Block now to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 41-yard line.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Locke. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
On first down, Locke. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans draw a bit closer. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. Fournette, a first down carry. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Locke going to throw. No escape for Locke, and he'll go down. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is taken at the 10 and out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7.
They'll run with Etienne. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Lawrence. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he's going to have a first down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. The kick by Joseph is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Block off of play action. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Josh Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On play action, Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Zach Ertz has it complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Texans are going to have it here just past the 25.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Throwing now is Locke. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Locke working out of the gun. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Devon Hamilton. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Locke. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Well, you were backed up into a 2nd and long, but instead of trying to get the yardage back in chunks, he's trying to get it all back at once. And this defense was just lying in wait, and they're there to pick this one off.
On first down, it's Robinson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Joseph's got it. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal, please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Locke. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Lawrence now off the bootleg. Touchdown Jaguars! C.J. Uzomah, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. A give, it's Etienne off the option. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. They go with the option on the 2-point try, and the decision to pitch it worked out.
Almost felt like basketball, didn't it? Remember the dribbler, draw, drive, and dish? How about that one? Drew everyone to him, dished it to the running back. He takes it in.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Dwayne Smoot able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. They look to throw. It's Locke. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Locke. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw it is Locke. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws. Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. Touchdown! Miles Boykin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A handoff for Etienne. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2nd down and 3. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's a give to Etienne. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Robinson. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. James Robinson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Locke. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Back to throw. Lock. Dancing to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. The 4th quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On 2nd down now, it's Robinson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause of the action. A timeout here defensively.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, here's Etienne.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line. Yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating, even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned